I can't stop it. Why can't I stop it?
That's the clip.
It's so embarrassing, bro. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of Cut and Dry. I think this is going to be the normal squad now. It was a great episode last week. So I guess the first thing on the list is to check in with the boys. So how you guys doing?
Well, it's damn near finals week, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit rough.
I had this weird thing happen where I've been stressing about school a bunch lately, and I was forgetting that this week is technically the start of finals. So most of my classes weren't going to be giving out new work.
Yeah.
It was just going to be so let's ease into finals. So I was cramming over the weekend as much as I could. I was cramming Monday, and then I got done with my work Monday, and I was like, okay, let's check what assignments I have to do for next week. And it's oh, I'm done with school. I just have to study now.
Yep.
It's just finals and they're on Monday. So I've got some time, I guess. My schedule's a little easier now than I anticipated.
Yeah, that's definitely a weight off the shoulders.
Yeah, I was expecting to be way busier, so I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean, we got some characters as some friends that can produce some good stories.
I don't have stories about myself, but people. Oh my
other
gosh.
people. Yeah.
Man. If you think I'm talking about you, I am.
Yeah, there's a good chance we are.
We're talking
honestly.
about you right now. You know who you are.
So,
True.
I mean, I guess character is a good word to describe our first story.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you guys read into this at all. I think you guys probably did, but like it says, New York is a very weird place. I love New York, but living there, it's a weird place to be.
Yeah, well, anything can happen in New York.
Yep.
There's each borough is its own environment. I don't even know what the right word is.
It's completely different from each part.
And so you've entered this whole new world every time you're there. It's wild.
Yeah. So over the past couple days, there's been a parent, and that should be a loose word because this person's more like a crazy person. That has been trying
to be a parent and a crazy person.
Yeah, I guess most parents are probably crazy people. So
just saying.
They're looking to overturn the incest law in New York, and they would like to marry their adult child.
What the hell?
Can we get a gender breakdown?
Yeah. I believe it's so now it doesn't actually say. I think that's probably, if it doesn't say, I would say it's probably because it's a guy wanting to marry his daughter.
See,
I mean, both of them are weird, but
I feel like it would be more likely to say if it was a guy wanting to marry his daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, yeah, maybe.
So
it kind of depends.
They just refer to them as the parent. There's no doesn't say the guy or the dad or the mom. So
that doesn't, to me, seem like an LGBTQ situation.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
And the reason why is because there's some perspective there where it's it's if I'm a gay person, it's been in my lifetime for sure that gay people have been given the right to get married. They're now not going to go and say, okay, and now family members too. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
They have that perspective. I feel like this is definitely a weird straight white people thing.
And
yeah,
so
it's
sorry, go ahead.
Everyone who's been migrating up to New York from Alabama, they're just
there's definitely something going on.
In New York, incest is a 3rd-degree felony, and you can get up to 4 or 5 years in prison for this. Why would you even why? In the first place, why would you even do it?
That you're admitting to a 3rd-degree felony.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're basically saying, yes, we've had this relationship in the past and we want to get married now. Now, here's my thing. You hear about this I hadn't heard about it until recently, but it's called grooming.
Yep.
Which is where an adult and a sort of forms this close relationship with a minor and waits until the minor is of legal age, and it's sort of been almost preparing them for that encounter. That's what this sounds like to me.
I mean,
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess it's like grooming, but with like
because
your
like
son or daughter.
With
yeah,
a touch
which
of
is even
incest
worse.
dust.
Which is
Even
yeah.
weirder. Yeah, it makes it even worse.
But like I think that's why like it's like so wrong because like if they want to say like being family doesn't make it bad, okay, but still like you've known this person since they were an infant and
Yeah.
your entire life has just been
They are
building up to
literally
this moment. Like that's terrible.
they are literally 50% you.
Yeah, that is some like manipulation to like the 10,000th degree. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
is like
This isn't even like some Oedipus shit. This is like a step up from they're like both
Yeah.
willingly knowing adults.
What if it's a father and his son though?
That would be see at that point, like I feel like that's a totally different discussion because then you bring in the LGBTQ at least a little bit at that point.
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess like there's more perspective there, right? But like
Yeah.
still like you are related.
Yep.
That is
Like
wrong. Just
that it doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't.
I guess hey, at least they're not going to accidentally reproduce.
Well,
Well,
Like you know what
if it's
I'm saying? Like
if
oh yeah,
it's
accidentally. I know what you
guy,
mean. Yeah.
yeah, if it's like the father son mother daughter something like that. Like
yeah.
I guess like that makes it like in my opinion just like a hair better.
Well,
There's
if it is a father
like
and a
not
daughter,
much.
Look at Jacob looking at the upside of this.
Not
if it is a
much.
father and a daughter, can we get some like baby pictures from when that child is born?
It's so my question is where's the other parent in all of this?
Yeah, wait.
What the fuck happened to the other
That
parent?
person does not talk to either of them. She's like, what did I get myself into with these people? This is nuts. Like, that is
So
what is your social life like as the person who's trying to legalize this?
Also, how old are these people?
it
Like,
doesn't say age
I'm
or
guessing
gender, and I
I'm
feel like
guessing
they
we're looking
could
at
be.
freshly 18.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If there's not saying age or gender, it's probably because they're like the kid is a little younger. But
yeah.
even like it doesn't say anything in this about the they just call them the adults. So I guess I don't know for sure. They don't say anything about the kid like actually wanting to do this.
Yeah.
There's no like
They've been
both
forced
adults are
into it.
willing. It doesn't say that anywhere.
That's terrible.
So
This is what I'm saying. Like there's clearly some like severe manipulation involved here.
Yeah,
and both. So by the way, just to go back real quick on the third degree felony, both of them would be punished. The one who's the older one gets bars for up to 4 or 5 years, and the other one would be a fine and 6 months in jail. So they're both facing time in jail, and they are still pushing.
Well, like, I mean, I guess you have to at that point, right? Because if you don't keep pushing,
Yeah,
you
then
go
Could
to
just
jail.
back off
No,
and
because
be like, okay. I mean,
No, because then
because
you've
then
already
guess what they're gonna
admitted to
do?
it, and
Yeah, you basically admitted to it. They're just gonna put you in jail. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
catch you.
I guess
So
that's true.
I feel like you just gotta keep pushing at this point. But like, how do you like look other people in the eye? You know, like what I'm saying. Like how could you like be at the gym and like see your friend who also goes to the same gym as you and be like, hey, yeah, did you hear what I'm trying to do? Like I'm trying to legalize
imagine
incest.
going to the
like,
gym with your father, who is also now your husband.
Yeah.
oh
Like-
God.
Yeah.
Like just interacting with people in public as that guy.
Yeah, like if you're like in a place where like everyone knows you, like if you're staying in that city, like because they obviously have to if that's where they're trying to push for.
Oh yeah, because
Like
then it would be a
everybody's
whole
gonna know
different.
who they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they had like if it was like legal and they moved somewhere else and like it stayed legal, then it would be like nobody knows who they are. Like, oh, they're just like a normal couple. Weird age gap though.
Here's what scares me
Yeah.
is that in 2014, and this is in the article, I don't just know this off the top of my head. In 2014, the court approved the marriage of a woman who married her mother's half brother, which is the equivalent to first cousins, basically, is what it says here. Like genetically wise, it says.
Yeah.
So, and I mean that's still weird as fuck. I don't want to
Yeah,
give
that
any
is-
leeway for you guys to be like
Yeah, that
thinking
is-
this is okay.
No, yeah, that is still weird. Like,
Yeah, that's your uncle.
you grew up that was your uncle. What are you doing?
I mean,
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's creepy
What are
uncle
you
at
doing?
Thanksgiving gone wrong. is
Hey,
what that
Totally.
is.
if you guys are watching this podcast for some reason, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I hope these people like see us talking about this and just have like this moment of realization where like, oh my God, I am insane. Like I'm nuts. I've lost my mind. Like,
so that was a good little tangent we went on there. So by the way, if those people are watching, look what you just made us talk about.
yeah, seriously.
Fuck you guys.
Because you're dumb incest, baby. We're now doing a genocide. Congrats.
Exactly. So we'll move on from that. The oldest woman in America died yesterday.
Oh, she was old, bro.
Yeah.
116.
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit.
Think about this. She lived through both world wars,
Prohibition, suffrage.
both world wars, prohibition, females. Oh my God, like all this stuff.
She saw everything.
You know what? Where was she from?
I'm not actually sure. It didn't say where she was from. When I was
I want to know. I want to know what side she was on in the
I'll look it
civil
up.
rights movement. What team did you play for? That'll determine if we're mourning your loss or not.
just looked up oldest woman in America origin.
Gonna be a whole movie.
She was from Charlotte.
Oh yeah, she was racist.
I mean,
oh wait, she was black.
She was black. I was just gonna say,
I thought
she was black, Jacob.
She was black.
So never mind. She was on the good team. She was on the good team.
Yeah, she was on. Yeah, she was on the winning team.
Yeah.
But
wow.
I mean, if you look at some of these stats I wrote down here, 68 grandchildren, 125 great grandchildren, and 120 great great grandchildren.
Okay. I understand she's old and so she's gonna have this big family tree.
That's still massive though.
That family got to work.
Yeah, how many grandchildren did you say again?
120. Oh, 68 grandchildren.
So that means she probably had about 12 kids.
Give or take,
and they all had like 5 kids themselves.
Yeah, 5 to 6 people. Yeah, 5 to 6 kids. That's crazy.
What the hell?
And then the grandchildren.
Actually, no, that's actually kind of normal for like
the grandchildren though would have had to
Yeah.
had like 6 to 7 kids each.
Yeah, like everyone just keeps building massive families. That's the only way you're getting here.
They got to be going for a world record. That's not like a normal family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You want to know how many grandchildren my grandparents have? 6.
Yeah. I mean, my
Right,
mom's my grandparents have 2 or 3. I have 2 brothers.
Yeah,
So 3.
like
My grandma has like 12, I think, and then
Yeah,
she has
like-
a great grandchild. Actually, no, she has 4 grandchildren.
yeah, like we're
Yeah.
talking like
Massive.
like there's a range to like normal, and then there's like
Yeah.
whoa, like
How early and how late do you think she stopped?
Well, that was my next question. Is
think
think about the
probably-
procreation rate to have 120 great
You're-
grandchildren.
you're
How
going
many
from
do we know how
you're
many
going from
children she
18
had?
into your 40s. You're going from
Yeah.
18 into your 40s to pump them out like that.
Nonstop.
By the time your first
Pretty
child,
much.
your first child already has like their own stable job and like family by the time like your last child is born.
Yeah, like probably.
Like what? Yeah, like well out of college
They're
at
like
least.
they're like 26, 28, something like that.
You
Something
think that old?
Well, if they're going from
Yeah,
18
18 to into 18
Think
to
about
40
the
to be
first kid
22.
she had
Yeah.
when she was 18. That kid would be, if she had the last kid when she was 40, I mean, that kid
22.
would be, yeah,
Like that's old.
that's very old.
That's whack.
So I thought that was crazy. And like I put, she's seen some shit, bro.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
has been through some shit.
like all the wars we hear about and like read about in history, like Vietnam, Korea, World War II, World War One. You got like the Cold War, like the Cold War obviously wasn't like a war, but like you get my point. Like she lived through just
Yeah.
all of this. She saw like 3 different like Germanys.
She was
you know
literally
what I'm
born
saying?
in
Like-
1905.
Yeah, she saw like
Christ.
pre-World War One Germany.
Yep.
Then she saw like the
Post
Third
World
Reich,
War I. Yeah.
and then she saw like
World War II.
communist and all that stuff.
Yep.
and then like regular Germany that we think of it now. Like think about that. Like that's just weird. Like think about the evolution of Germany in her lifetime.
Yeah,
Like that's like a history book.
And
thing.
other countries,
And she's
not well,
lived-
Germany obviously, but other
Yeah,
countries too.
I'm just
Yeah.
like she just like lived through these things that like you're learning about like a history class.
Like
That's
Korea,
so
like,
weird.
It's nuts.
she lived through like basically like how Korea was formed.
Like I that's great. Like what?
That's fucking nuts.
I think it's weird also like just thinking like someone lived through like the Kennedy assassination. Like she lived through like way before that.
Yeah.
Think about it. She was born closer to like Abe Lincoln's presidency than Obama's.
She was born when Teddy Roosevelt was the president.
She saw 2 Roosevelts as president. What?
That's nuts. Like
my
people
God.
obviously write that off, but like that's crazy.
Actually, hold on. She was born closer to George Washington's presidency, I think, than like Trump's. Let me do the math on this. Definitely than like Biden's.
Definitely
George-
Biden.
George
It would be
Washington-
close. I think it would be
When
close.
was George Washington's last year's president? Like late 1790s, right?
I think so.
1797.
What?
Yeah, Matt's probably got it.
1797.
1797. So that's 107 years later she's born, and 112 years later
Yeah.
Trump takes office. That's weird.
Holy shit.
She was born like closer. What? That can't be right. There's something wrong. Like she lived through like all of America basically, like half of America.
She was not a real person.
No,
wasn't
they just
real.
totally made that up.
Yeah.
Dude, they have pictures of her. She actually like, I mean,
Those are
take this
planted
with a
by
grain
the
of salt.
government.
She does not look like she's 116.
Well, I'd imagine if you're 116, you probably just
Yeah,
like this.
looking
Looking around
106
like 90, like 99, something around there.
Yeah.
Looking
Probably a
116 is
cappy
just
age.
being dead.
Yeah, I guess.
No one looks 116. If you look 116, you're in a coffin.
Yeah, that's true.
You're a skeleton over
Yeah, you are.
ashes.
So
You
that's
are-
nuts though.
yeah. That's awesome. Good. I mean,
Yeah,
not awesome
it's
she's
awesome
dead.
that she's
No,
gone.
no,
No,
no.
but like awesome that someone can live that long.
Yeah.
Like think about like when we're like old people, like the oldest person is gonna be like well over that age. Like with how good science is
Oh
now.
yeah, totally.
Like
Yeah.
our generation is living with like top tier science and like access like medical like everything like our entire lives.
Yep.
Like that's
And it's only
actually
gonna
nuts.
progress.
Think
So
about
Yeah.
as a black woman in like the like early 1900s, she was probably getting horrible medical care. And,
oh,
like treatment
Oh,
and stuff like that.
100%.
Like especially because like Charlotte, that's pretty far south. Like
she
yeah.
must have been like hella healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She had to have
Yeah,
like an immune system of a god.
yeah, because like she was not getting good medical treatment, birthing however many kids that she
I'm gonna look
had.
at and this is
Like,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
I'm
up the
surprised that
cause
she
of
didn't,
death.
like, pass away during like
the cause of
Birth.
death probably being 116
Well,
years
yeah,
old
but
is
like
the
well,
cause.
I want to know what was like stopping her from getting to like 117.
I think like
age.
just like your heart just stops eventually. Like eventually it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Enough. I hope like it was peaceful though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd really like.
Oh geez, yeah, she does look pretty old. I'm not gonna lie.
She was ancient.
She was born August 15th, 1904. That's the official date of birth.
1904.
And
Jesus.
so she had 12 children. So just to give you like, she only had 12 children.
Yeah, only.
I mean, yeah, that's still fun.
Still, like if you look at her, but like having 12 children with terrible medical care,
I want to know which one was the favorite.
they're probably all dead. Like she went to multiple of her children's funerals.
Oh, 100% she did. Like some of her children were probably like serving in the war in like World War II.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, like think about it. If she probably started pumping them out at 18, right? Like that,
Yeah.
like from a logical standpoint, it's
She was-
pretty early.
Yeah, that
So
was
18.
22.
That kid right now would be 98. like probably not alive.
Unless she just passed down her genetics to live forever.
Yeah.
The oldest
I don't
living
know.
person in the world is 118
Who
from
is it?
Japan.
Japan.
Kane
what?
Tanaka. That's the person's name.
Hey, Asians live forever.
Bro, I swear there's something about that like Eastern like medicine that
Yeah,
like we don't know
it's
about.
completely built different.
So this next topic is actually quite interesting. We were talking about it a little bit off camera. These two moms, and the moms is actually in this part, like you have to say moms, went to Dubai to get breast implants. And it was either when they had to fly out of Dubai back to Ireland, or in Ireland before they went home, they had to quarantine. That was like the process that they had to do. And they refused. And then they made like a huge scene about it. And basically like they like snuck out and just like left quarantine.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, first off, was it really that important that you had to go get implants? Like,
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, these
Was it like
girls
a
have
purely
honkers now.
Was it like a purely cosmetic surgery? Was it
Yes.
like
yes, it was just implants. That's all they got.
yeah, see like I don't understand why people get themselves in these situations. It's not like the law wasn't in place already.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
it's not like it's
You-
brand new COVID where
Yeah.
they're like
Like
you
they
have to
caught
quarantine.
they caught you by surprise and you got back from Dubai. Like we've been in this for a year now.
Yeah, like you know the procedure. You know what like you have to do. Like,
It's just like if you don't want to quarantine, don't leave
go
the
there.
country.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go there. And like I also think
Could they really
like,
not get
they're-
implants in Ireland?
yeah. Or
Yeah,
like
that's what like really confuses me.
or like hear me out here somewhere other than like Dubai.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like that was a
You already know
vacation.
though. You are I was just gonna say you already know once they got the surgery, they were like out flaunting. You already know.
There's like a
100%.
recovery time probably for surgery. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean it said the recovery time is 6 weeks though. That's a long time to just like
I feel like you were in Dubai for a vacation and you got the surgery. You know what I mean? It's like it might have been like a fun decision. Like, you know, some people are like, oh, like we're drunk, let's go get tattoos. Like they were like, let's go get breast implants. You know,
I would like to see the before and after because that would make
that's you know what? This is probably a little bit messed up. That's the deciding factor on if they get to leave quarantine.
I was just gonna say that.
Was it worth it?
Was it like
Was it worth it?
was it just like did they have okay tits before and then they're like let's make them bigger, or did they have no tits?
Hey,
Was
man,
it necessary?
What I'm gonna say
was it worth
is
it?
that shape over size.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. We can really get into this discussion.
Yeah.
If we wanted to.
If we wanted to. I don't know if this is a topic coming up. Jack Harlow's dating Addison
Ray.
What?
I saw that, bro.
No
Can we
way.
talk about that for a second?
Bro, she cheated on that Bryce dude with him.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
Jack Harlow's a bad motherfucker.
Imagine Jack Harlow just got done with Addison Ray and he knows she was cheating on Bryce Hall and he's just sitting there like, yeah,
what up? What's popping?
Yeah, what's popping? No, there's this picture. So the way people started speculating is there's this picture that like Addison posted a selfie and she had like a ring, and there was like a picture of like the same hand, same ring, where it was like cut, just the hand cut off in the picture of Jack
on
Harlow.
his arm. Yeah,
like on his arm. Yeah.
I saw that.
And like people started speculating, and now it just keeps getting like confirmed. Like Bryce was tweeting all this like sad stuff.
Yeah, no,
By the way, like somehow like Bryce Hall is a much better looking dude than Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
But somehow like that's the obvious upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like Jack Harlow is just so much cooler than like
cooler
TikTok
for
kid.
sure. He's definitely more like swaggy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a bigger flex. Like I think that's a realization for Bryce Hall that like, bro, you are a TikTok kid and you will be nothing more than that. If you're
EDP 445, you guys know the YouTuber, the Eagles guy, the rant guy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's been caught in 4K on To Catch a Predator, meeting up with a 14-year-old minor girl. So I'll let one of you guys take the topic right off the bat first.
I mean,
I love
First off-
DDP, man.
I did. I was a big guy.
Guy was hilarious.
First off, did we not see it coming? Like a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
he had been exposed for it before.
Yeah, and he was
Well,
like, no, I'm just trolling or something.
Yeah, he was like,
that,
I was
right?
just
Yep.
trolling. Like these guys were like troll accounts. Like I was just trolling them back. Like he probably should have like used that as like his time to just like stop.
Yep.
Yeah, he should like, but like, I think this is first like very much evidence that like men sort of like have this entitlement complex about women. Like, dude, you are fat and ugly. Like, I'm sorry, you are fat and ugly, and like I don't mean to like body shame and make fun of you, but like, you can't expect that you like deserve like really like attractive women all over you.
Okay, well, she was 14, so
I feel like
But
that's
my point
that's
is
why.
these guys like they have this expectation, and so when they like I haven't even seen the girl, but like they have this expectation, so they're willing to go for 14-year-olds because they think they deserve it almost. You know what
so
I'm
there's
saying?
this.
Like,
So basically, here's what happened. There's this group called the Predator Poachers, and one of these Predator Poachers has a daughter who's 14. So what they did was basically used her profile. It wasn't actually the girl at all.
that's almost messed up on their part.
Yeah.
So I'm literally reading
Sort of
this. They
like,
basically
you're sort
went
of like
on.
sexualizing a 14-year-old yourself at that point.
So
Like,
what it says is the predator poachers go online and pretend to be underage girls to catch and expose pedophiles and predators. So obviously this dude needed to be caught, but at the same time, it's a little fucked up that he's using his daughter's social.
yeah,
Yeah,
to,
I
like,
kind of feel like
fake it.
I kind of feel like that's more of like trying to take things into your own hands, and it's like just like leave it to like actual professionals to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're catching predators, like good job.
Oh yeah.
Like,
But at the same
like,
time, like
it's a net good, but like, dude, don't use
you're
your daughter's
you
pictures,
and
you
also
know,
like you're using like 14-year-olds, like even if it's not your daughter, you're still using some random 14-year-old girl and still
Yep.
sexualizing them.
Yep.
yeah,
Like it's still messed up in that own
it's
right.
almost it's not just as bad, obviously, but
No.
it's almost still bad. Like, you went from "it's your boy, eat that pussy 445" to "it's your boy, eat that pussy if she's 5." It's
She's like going through her DMs right now, and he's talking about like he has a live stream tonight, and she's like, "Oh, okay, what time's your live stream? If I join, will you shout me out?" And he says, "I mean, it's on YouTube, and you're 14. I can't just have you joining that shit." That was the response. She said, "Oh, okay. What time are you going live?"
so he knew he had to like hide this too.
Yeah.
Like, that's like sickening.
He also messed up. She said, "What time are you going live?" After he told her not to go on, and he said, "Around 7:45." Don't join this shit, but I'm going on.
Don't join 7:45
on YouTube.
YouTube. You know where to find me.
Be there, be square.
Be there, be square. Don't join.
Don't join, but
BYOB.
you can be there.
BYOB, BYOW, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, bro.
So if this is real, like adult people texting him, I'm gonna be honest, these texts are a little fucked up. She's like asking him, like, "Am I an annoying kid?" And he's like, "No, why? Trust me, I'll tell you when you're being annoying as fuck." And then it like goes on, and she's like, "Thank you," with a heart. And then she said, "That's pretty cool." She said, "Action movies are pretty intense."
She said kid. Like, she like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I could like carry on a conversation with someone who's like, "Am I an annoying kid?" Like, I thought, yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, actually, I really don't want to like get behind this guy, but reading these fucking DMs, bro. She said action movies are pretty intense. He said, "Of course." She said, "A lot of them are rated R though, and I'm not allowed to watch those." He said, "LMFAO, oh hell no." She said, "Maybe you can take me to see one." He said, "Oh hell nah. You're what, 13? You got me fucked up. That's not a good look." So
Okay, but that's
ahead.
not a good look, he says, but he still then responds to it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I guess the fact that he's still responding
think-
is fucked up.
I think the problem with a lot of these like To Catch a Predator type things and like these like what they call predator poachers like is like they're trying to trap you into doing it a little bit, but at the same time, like how do you fall into the trap?
What's your favorite restaurant around here? Everyone. Have you seen the dude?
I feel like all the restaurants around here.
She's like, what's your favorite subject in school? I like learning about history. He said orchestra and trigonometry. This dude is capping so hard.
Okay, but like she mentions her age so many times. Like asking about school, saying she can't see rated R movies. Like that was very clear. If that's the conversation you're having,
stop
there.
It.
Like right there. Like
no, I totally agree.
There's no need to continue. You're officially a creep.
Oh, I just got to a part where there's a picture blurred out and she says thank you and he says you're welcome. I don't know what the picture, it was blurred out. So
the end of story.
And yeah, that should be the end of story.
There it is. There it is.
I'm like, if you have questions about guns, you can just ask me when we video chat. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he video chatted with her, bro. Yeah. He's fucked.
He didn't cut this off soon enough. He may have said, no, what are you? And also when he said, no, what are you, like 13? He said, that's a bad look. He didn't say, it's super weird that we would ever even consider seeing a movie together because I'm way older than you. He just said, that's a bad look. Like, he meant, like, I don't want to get caught.
Yeah.
That's...
He said, messed up, ask me when we video chat, I don't bite. She said, are you sure about that? He said, lol, yes, I'm sure. Then there was a picture sent by the girl, which is blurred out. He said, LOL. Then she said, I'm going to go take a shower, okay? With like the upside down smiley face emoji. He said, all right. Then she said, are you awake? He said, I'm awake. I'm in bed now. Want to call for a bit? Sure.
Yeah, okay.
The moment that you initiated, that's when it becomes a very, very, very big problem.
Oh, dude, he initiated the next morning, said, hey, you. She said, hi. You seemed a bit shy and nervous last night. Yeah, haha, I was nervous. My hands were really sweaty. So he initiated the hey, you conversation the next morning.
And said, you seemed a bit nervous. Yeah, because I'm 13.
Yeah, I was nervous because there was about 40 people behind the camera that were just listening to you.
Yeah, I recorded the whole thing you're actually done for.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so adorable. She said, you're just such a great person. Oh, damn. You know that dude ate that shit up. He's never heard a girl tell him that before. Then the next morning, he hits her with that good morning text. How are you? She says, I'm good, thank you. I'm just hanging out. He says, me too. She says, kitchen time, huh? He says, what do you mean? More like porn time.
Wait,
bro, what the? I'm like getting a kick out of just reading these DMs, bro. I'll stop though. We should move on.
Creep,
he was a creep. Total end of the story. Deshaun Watson and his lawyer issued a statement saying that all the women with the allegations are flat out lying.
All right, so let me start here. I genuinely don't think Deshaun did that shit.
Here's what I would say: if he didn't do it, this is fucked up still. Like either way, it's a different kind of fucked up if he did do it. But if he didn't do it and all these bitches are like in a Reddit subreddit being like, hey, let's all just like go out with allegations.
Yeah, because like this isn't the first time that something like this has ever happened. Like this happened a few years back to a college student who was supposed to go like number one overall in the draft. They completely ruined this kid's life. Like he was supposed to be like one of the best linebackers in the draft and he has no shot at it.
I don't think these girls did it like that came up with the idea on their own to accuse him. I think that there's some deeper motives here.
I think this lawyer is a bit of a questionable person as well.
Yeah, the lawyer
is kind of a very big dirtbag.
It's basically like I don't know if it's classified as a class action suit, but it's one lawyer
for all the same.
For all of them,
every single one, and they're not just from the same location too. There are people from California like filing to this lawyer,
and
in Houston.
Let me pull up. I had a screenshot of Deshaun's lawyer's response, where he said they just got the identities of all these women, right? Who are accusing, because they seemed like very odd accusations in the first place. 8 plaintiffs bragged about praise or were excited about meeting him. 7 plaintiffs willingly worked or offered to work with him after the alleged incidents. 3 plaintiffs lied about the number of sessions they actually had with him. 3 plaintiffs lied about their alleged trauma and resulting harm. 5 plaintiffs told others they wanted to get money out of Mr. Watson. And 5 plaintiffs have scrubbed or entirely deleted their social media accounts.
Yeah. And see, here's the thing. If this shit actually did happen to you, there's no reason to lie about it. It's bad enough as it is.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. I don't even know if this is true. So like, you guys, if you've seen that this isn't true, just like tell me it's not true. But I read somewhere, more than one place, but somewhere at least once, that the lawyer of all the girls is neighbors with the new GM of the Texans, or like lives in the same neighborhood.
I haven't heard about that.
I'll try to pull it up and show you guys.
That's nuts if that's the truth.
That's what I was saying. I was telling my dad that, and I was like, if this is true, like that's fucked.
See, I don't know why the Texans would want to do that, because at the end of the day,
well, because he said he wanted to be traded so bad, and like maybe they were thinking.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, he has no power to leave that team right now.
Yep, 100%.
He can still sit out, and this case doesn't affect his ability to sit out. And so all they can really do here is, 1, hold him until his contract's up, or 2, trade him. Right, those are the best options for them. So, and all this case does is hurt his trade value. But they don't want to drop him.
This is what I'm thinking. All right. So if this whole thing was somehow orchestrated by the Texans organization, that would give, I feel like, Watson more of a reason to stay, because he has nowhere else to go at that point. Like if they really want him that bad, you fake something on him and he has to stay.
But I just don't see why the Texans would do this to a guy when at the end of the day, they need to make him seem more valuable.
Yep.
It could just be like
maybe they thought they had such a strong case they weren't going to lose it. But even then, like, I agree with you, Jacob.
Yeah.
But I found it. So it's very weird though, because
the situation was, they were like the guy told the lawyer, dig up some dirt on Deshaun so that we can have some leverage over him. And they probably found like one person who like genuinely believed that he was, overstepping with her.
Yeah.
And they were able to build this whole case around it. In which case Deshaun is a little bit guilty.
Yeah.
But still, like, the amount of fake accusations they've already proved really bothers me.
Like I said, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, when there's smoke, a lot of it, at least there's probably a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
Even if it's not all fire, but
yeah,
that'd be interesting to see. All right, let's get into our last 2 topics. Demi Lovato, I wrote it and I'm going to say it. Demi Lovato is being the bitch of all bitches right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She saw a bunch of sugar-free and like dairy-free options in a very popular yogurt shop in LA. And she basically went on how she struggled with eating disorders, which, first off, let's just like say it right off the bat, not taking away from that at all. Like,
yeah, that's real, man. And that is a struggle.
It is real.
It's bad.
And if you struggle with that, like, get help and like get through it. Cause
I can't even understand what that's like, but like, that sounds like torture.
Yeah,
like having some sort of problem every time you need to eat, right? Like, whether you're throwing it up, whether you don't want to eat, whether you don't have an appetite, like having some sort of like, that sounds like torture.
Yep.
Right.
And so now that we got that out of the way, she has basically said that it has like triggered her to prevent people from like forcing diet culture.
Yeah.
And so first of all, when she was just walking down the yogurt line and happened to see these, it wasn't like the cashier like looked her up and down and was like, you know what? I think you should go with the dairy-free option.
like that. And like, that's just like,
there are so conditions who need that. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
What is wrong?
Like, we should take, don't get me wrong, we should take mental health conditions like eating disorders as seriously as we take physical health conditions.
Yep.
I don't think we live in a society that does. And so from that standpoint, I totally understand where she's coming from. but you cannot possibly say that saying there's a sugar-free option, there's low-fat options, is
offensive or whatever she's like push.
It's not targeted at anyone. It's
actually targeted to help people.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And no one was there and said, oh, you should go with the fat-free one. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't a thing that happened.
Never.
And it's for people who by the way, like, might need this. Like if they're not advertising that, they're missing an entire base of customers. By the way, there are tons of diabetic people, tons of pre-diabetic people in this world.
Yeah, it's she has this weird kind of God complex mixed in with the cancel culture, which makes it like 20 times worse.
That expectation that this company is going to cater its advertising and its marketing of its product line to, by the way, its product being food, to a very specific set of issues, and therefore ignore a very specific set of issues that are diet related.
Yep.
Like, I was pissed off that they didn't have any heroin flavored ones.
Yeah, they were weird. She was like, you guys disrespected the heroin flavor. I wanted my crack flavored froyo.
And she released the DMs that she had with the yogurt shop.
She thought she got them too.
She did. And they
That's
basically,
without
saying it, they basically came back in a nice way and said, fuck you.
Yeah.
They were like, we carry items for diabetics, celiac disease, vegans, and of course have many indulgent items as well. And they were like, we are not diet vultures. We cater to all of our customers for the past 36 years. We are so sorry you found this offensive.
but like, here's the other, and she claimed they were gaslighting her. Like,
yep.
No, they were telling you like what you should have known.
The sign says, eat me guilt-free. And I think it's less sugar and like more protein in whatever the product is.
There, I sort of get what she's saying, where it's like no one should have to feel guilty about what they're eating, except I don't know.
It's branding. It's marketing.
A lactose intolerant person who eats dairy in their yogurt is gonna feel a little guilty about that.
Yeah.
You know,
they're gonna like
a diabetic person who eats too much sugar and literally gets paralyzed from the waist down is going to feel a little guilty about that.
Yep.
So like, there's yeah, I guess the guilt-free part can be annoying for a person who has an eating disorder. That can be like hard to see, because it's like, should I feel guilty for eating like the things that don't say that? But they're not going to cater their entire marketing plan to you and ignore people with diet restrictions.
Yep.
Like, I understand.
And those people who are dieting will use those options to go there and still like be a customer at that place because maybe they like it. Yeah. And the people who aren't dieting will have the more indulgent thing.
And
nobody says. Go ahead.
Once again, oh no, you can go.
All I was going to say is nobody, like all those people could just as easily go on and say stuff, but it wouldn't become, she has like 102 million people following her on like all the platforms combined.
And like, I understand that it can be like it could trigger the eating disorder to see like, you know, like diet, like oriented stuff. Yeah. But that's what you treat these things for.
Yeah, you have to understand that other people like aren't going to cater to every single one of your needs because they have needs too.
Yeah, everyone is going to have problems with things.
And I think where a lot of people, she loses a lot of people in this argument is the fact that nobody said anything to her about it. She literally put it out and said, I find it extremely hard to order froyo when you have to walk past a ton of sugar-free cookies and other diet foods before going to the counter. But so like, it's if
you want them to hide them from you?
Like, exactly. Like you see Demi Lovato, you're like, oh shit, hide the sugar-free section.
Because then you get to the real world. Yeah, you get to a point where it's like, if you start hiding these like options for, you know, people who need them, you start losing those customers.
Exactly.
What does the diabetic person do? Just I'm out with my friends to get froyo. Oh, there's no sugar-free options. Okay, I'll just get nothing.
Kudos to the yogurt shop for at least standing their side and not trying to change it.
Yeah, and
exactly.
and also like they apologized.
They
You know
did
what I'm
apologize.
saying? Like
Yeah.
like they said sorry if this offended you.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have any intention of like offending anybody with it
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we need to mark our products.
as something that like
And cater to
everyone
the
can
bigger
have.
group than just like Demi Lovato.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's no reason why they can't add stuff to accommodate mental health issues as well. That's totally reasonable, but they can't take away
From the
the
other
things
things. Yeah.
that accommodate other people.
Yep.
Exactly.
I
Just
agree.
doesn't make sense.
So it's crazy. So we'll get into the last topic. Lizzo got drunk and seems like she slid into Chris Evans' DMs. First off, good for her for having the confidence to do that, because that dude is a good looking dude.
Yeah, that is.
I don't even know if I'd have the confidence to do that.
No, I don't have the confidence to slide into Chris Evans' DMs.
Plus, you have the blue check mark next to you, which just makes it even more likely for him to open it.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a whole section for like verified users who like DM other verified users. Like they have their own section in their DMs.
So, I mean, I think Chris Evans handled it well. He said no shame. Like she apologized. I think the next day she like woke up and saw it, and he's like, no shame.
She was like, oh God, I DM'd my
I hope
crush.
he said yes.
I'm glad she had the balls or the ovaries to slide into his DMs. And I think he handled it respectfully.
Yeah.
But like, she didn't expect it to work.
Yeah, she couldn't have expected it to work. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like
she didn't go into that like, oh,
thought
I'm about to fuck Chris Evans. There's just
like she's known for her confidence. So like maybe she did.
He is like the guy. Like I'm pretty sure like just about everyone like wants to look like him. Like
like
he has like he has like a great physique. Like,
oh yeah. Oh come on!
Clip that!
No, not like that. Not like that, man.
Like, clip that.
Like my guy is fucking like jacked. Like
oh yeah.
Like
okay, so I can't say oh yeah when he says he has a great physique.
It's different when you call a guy jacked versus saying like he's got a great physique. You know what I'm
but
saying?
like think about him in like Captain America.
Two connotations.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So I guess good for her. And he handled it great. He said no shame in a drunk DM with a kissy face emoji, and then said God knows that
with the kissy
face emoji.
I feel like that was kind of just him like being a nice guy.
Yeah, being a nice guy. He was returning the love, man.
Have either of you ever sent a kissy face emoji being a nice guy?
No, because I've never had women.
I'm also not Chris Evans though.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like. That's not like a nice guy move. That's
all
like
right, so here's what
flirty.
We'll close this off with this question, and I'll let you both respond. You're Chris Evans. What do you say back? Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I guess it depends on what she said first. Like
I think she like just said like basically like you're hot as shit. She recorded a TikTok that was like, because damn Papa, he a rare breed. No comparing others like Chris Evans. So
yeah, I'd probably just be like,
thank you,
but like I'm not interested.
I don't even know if I would add the I'm not interested part.
Yeah, I don't think you have to say you're not interested.
I think that just applies in itself.
Yeah.
I think you can sort of be like,
say thanks, lol.
Like
Jacob just sends a voice memo like, hey, thank you.
Appreciate it.
I would probably go cool thank you with like the face that's like, that would be me.
Yeah, like make it be like, oh haha, good drunk DM, like funny, rather than like yes or no. Like don't give an answer. Be like,
can't,
like funny, like you did that thing. Haha, like you DM me, what a funny mistake you made. Like that's it. Like, you know, like I feel like the less attention you give it, the better, which does not seem to be the case here, unfortunately.
Yep.
Maybe he's interested though. Who knows? I'm not Chris Evans.
Great episode though. We'll be back next week, early next week with another episode. We'll be back later this week with another sports episode, hopefully, if CZIP ever wakes up from his slumber.
Gotta
It's
cover the draft. The draft is next week, man.
It's
Yep.
final season.
It is final season. He's
We
gonna be
betting
graduating.
on the draft. That's for sure.
You guys got anything before we sign off for our fans?
I'm not racist. I don't hate fat people.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, I third that.
I'd like to clear the air and say that we're not canceling Jacob Seabolt. We're not canceling Brendan Hands. We're not canceling Matt Jenkins. Okay.
Embrace it, if anything. Embrace the laughing culture. We need laughs now.
Because it's like they get enough momentum going. You don't have to stop themselves in time.
Oh, all right. Okay, we're done. That was it. Other than that, though, I think that was a good episode. We'll be back, like I said, next week. Keep showing love. We got a great pop out last episode, so
yeah, appreciate that.
Hopefully that keeps coming. But got nothing else. That's it for me. Peace.